Hey, sixth and seventh grade. I'm sorry that I couldn't be here today, but adulting fun stuff. The folks that were coming to repair my house, which was going to be in several weeks, called me yesterday and said, "Hey, we can come this week." And I'm like, "Please, I have a hole in my ceiling and I want it gone. It's been too long." And it's bad for your energy bill too, you guys. You need that insulation. I used to work for an electric cooperative, so I know a thing or two about insulation and radiant barriers and weather stripping and all that fun stuff. So if you need tips on to reduce your electric bill, I am a person to talk to. That's a fun fact. Okay. That aside, that little anecdote there, let's talk about what you're doing today. So today is Wednesday, March 31st. No, not really. I'm actually making this on Tuesday. So I'm speaking to your future self right now. Hello, future selves. Okay, so let me go ahead and go over the slides. Now you can see up here at the top of my bar, I think that I've got one sixth grade and one seventh grade open. Okay, and I'm making y'all's video together too, and that's because you're reading the same novels. The only thing that's different in these two presentations, as far as grade levels go, are going to be your Greek and Latin roots. All right, so each grade level is learning different ones. So that way, sixth graders, when you get to eighth grade, you're going to have all these Greek and Latin roots. And if y'all want to keep continuing to learn them, let me know because I'm a big word nerd and I think they're tons of fun to learn. It's cool finding them in different words and figuring out what they mean and also words in other languages. But y'all know me, I could go on and on about this. Okay. These objectives really aren't going to change as long as we're in novel study, okay? It's very cursive. That's one of the things that I love about ELA. We're going to be making connections to what we read. We're going to be making inferences and predictions based on that text. We're going to be creating images in our head of the plot and what's going on in these stories. And we're going to be writing responses to what we read as well. Right? Sounds fun. Okay. So the quick writes, I have things a little bit out of order on the seventh grade. Sorry, guys. The quick write is the same for both. What's going on in this photo? I love this. I like how much this guy looks like he's getting into it there. Okay, so give yourself 3 minutes. I know I don't have a timer on this slide, but maybe after I stop making this video, I'll put one on there. Maybe not. Just know we've been doing these long enough. You know about how long 3 minutes is. Give yourself 3 minutes and respond to this photo. And next week when I'm back with brand new ceiling in my bathroom, I will let you know. And maybe I'll share a picture of the ceiling too. So, yay. Okay. So, okay, I'm in seventh grade right now. Seventh grade, your root is Phil. Okay, not like your dad's best friend, Phil, but I want you to think of words that have Phil in it. My example word here is philosophy. And we have been doing these together and it's fun, but I want you to try it on your own, okay? And it's kind of like honor system. You could look it up right away, but I want you to try to figure it out. Put a few words that have Phil in it. Define a few of them. That's what's going to help you figure out what it means. It's not just coming up with the words, because some of the words that we come up with aren't going to be the right one. Like, your dad's friend Phil isn't going to be what I want you to find. Define a few of those words. Use one of them in a sentence. It's a lot cleaner this week, isn't it? Based on those definitions in your sentence, what do you think Phil means? Then you check yourself. Are you right? Go ahead and put it here and then find an image and post it into that box of what Phil means. Sixth grade, you're going to follow the same exact process I just went through with Phil, except, oh no, I'm not on the right slide. Oh no. Where's Wednesday? Wednesday. Oh no, that would have been a good video, right? Your root is vac or vake, okay? So my example word is vacancy. And can you think of a few more example words? Okay. This one might be a little bit more difficult, so you're welcome to just type VAC into Google and seeing what the predictions come up with. That might give you some more words too. You can also look in a dictionary. Okay, but don't look up the root yet. Okay, I want you to try to figure it out. And you just follow that same process that I did with seventh grade. Okay. All right. Another thing that's different for each novel, and now this will be the same for sixth and seventh grade. with due respect to the novel. Okay. So, Outsiders Cruise in my 6th and 7th grade classes. Here are those questions I want to ask yourself as you read chapters 2 and 3. Okay. Are your judgments always accurate? Should our joy be dependent on our circumstance? I mean, I think that's kind of our financial situation. Are wealthier people just happier? Is our joy dependent on how much money we have? Does our identity come from inside or outside? Okay, so some of the things to think about. I'm not going to read all of them for you here while I make this video, but you can read that and judge for yourself. When you reach me, crew, for 6th and 7th grade, what happens when friendships change? Our main character, we find out at the very beginning that she lost her lifelong friend. Albeit she's only a 12-year-old, but something that she had since she was a baby, right? How do we change through our relationships? These are just some of the things that I want you to think about. And you guys are reading chapters 5 through 7. Okay. And then you have your reflection questions to do. Okay. And then Outsiders Crew, you are going to be talking about I don't want to make a copy again. Oh, I guess it won't. Yeah, I'll just have to delete it. I just did this with another video for another class for 8th grade, and it's going to take a while. So think about what your generation is. And so we've heard millennials thrown around. I myself am a zennial. That's the generation between X and millennial. I know there's Generation Y, Generation Z. You are going to be thinking about what your generation is and looking it up, and then you're going to be finding songs that you think reflect the attitudes and beliefs of your generation. Okay? All right. So, and that's what you have with your chapters for the Outsiders Crew. Now, 7th grade, I do understand that this video is for Wednesday and y'all have a success assembly on Wednesday, and so you're only going to have one period to work. Don't worry about not finishing, okay? Because I made these slides before they told us when the success assemblies were, and I've already told 6th grade this. So don't worry if you don't finish. I'll adjust next week, okay? Like I said, I just made them before we heard the news on that, so that's why it's going to seem a little rushed. So don't feel stressed if you don't finish. And y'all let me know if you have any questions. Even though I'm not at school, I will be available because I will be working while they're working on my house. And I'll see you next week. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay? Bye. This is that awkward time of the video when I'm looking for the stop button. Yay!